What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Nyck Caution and Kirk Knight are two artists that are under Joey Badass's Pro Era crew. And I have an announcement to make. I, Sermon, have been sleeping on these two guys. I've always heard positive things about both of them. Whenever their projects come out, I've had people on the channel comment and say, "Are you gonna check out this and that?" But I get busy and sometimes music slips through the cracks. Nyck at Night is a collaborative EP between the two that serves as a perfect introduction for me. It's a short listen, but one that leaves a lasting impression. You can make a case for any of the 7 songs on here to be favorites, but I narrowed it down to just 2 that I wanted to talk about in particular right now, and the first being All Night. A collaborative EP should feel like that. You should never walk into an EP and just feel like the two just weren't there together and that they just kind of traded verses through email, and just when there's no chemistry, the collaborative EP tends to suck. We've seen that in the past, but luckily it's not the case here. All Night is a good representation of that, because you have Nyck and Kirk going back and forth, trading bars, a couple bars here, a couple bars there. It's almost like watching a tag team wrestling match where they're constantly tagging in and out, and just stomping their opponent, which is the beat. And then on top of that, I mentioned them stomping into the beat, but the beat is just amazing. I like it. I think it's something that will sound good live when they go on tour and perform this. It's one of those beats that just fills you up with energy. You hear it and you can't just sit still. You gotta nod your head at the very least. The other record I chose was Perfect Murder. This one is a Nyck Caution solo record that is produced by Kirk Knight. Kirk Knight has his own solo record on here called Headlights. To continue the wrestling analogy, Perfect Murder is like them setting up their signature move. If you want to be a wrestler, you have to have style and grace. You have to be unique. You have to have charisma. And these two really ooze all those traits, like in a rap form. Like, you gotta take in what happens in wrestling. Like, those are the traits that get somebody over in wrestling, and then you can kind of apply that to rap, and you can see why these two are becoming as popular as they have been. Joey Badass isn't gonna sign somebody that's whack and then watch them not get any further. No, Joey Badass saw a lot in these two, and the world is seeing that as well. With this song, Perfect Murder, I'm sitting here in awe at Nyck Caution's lyricism. A couple bars in particular that really impressed me were Listerine Fresh, Ice Cold Rap, Mr. Freeze. Riddle me that, riddle this, I clown little kids. Two-faced puppets touch Nyck the ventriloquist. So that right there is a really dope sequence of bars. It's 5 Batman villains in 3 bars. It's real clever, and I think Nyck does that a lot throughout the song. Nyck really just bodies Perfect Murder. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really have a least favorite song or a critical moment. I felt like Nyck at Night, for what it is a near perfect EP. Now, there's songs on here that I might not play as much as others, but I never went, why is this on the EP? I never felt like this verse was whack. No, it's a really great showing of the two and their chemistry. Nyck at Night joins the ranks of best EPs of 2017 so far. For anybody that's never heard these two, it's a perfect introduction. And if you already like them, then you're gonna love this project. You really get to experience what these two are about and why Joey Badass gave them this opportunity. And as I mentioned before, you get to see the chemistry between the two. Whether it's Kirk producing for Nyck or these two collaborating together and going back and forth, you can tell that they actually have chemistry and that they had fun making this. Because it wasn't just like, you do a verse, I'll do a verse, maybe you do the hook, I'll do the hook on the next one, and something like that. No, it feels like they really sat in the studio and went, okay, we should do this on this record. I'm gonna have my solo record, but I want you to produce it. It was some really cool stuff just to hear. In many ways, Nyck Caution and Kirk Knight have that similar golden era 90s style that Joey Badass had when he came out. The only difference is that I feel these two are able to make it feel a little more modern while still being unique. So those are my thoughts on Nyck Caution and Kirk Knight's EP titled Nyck at Night. I never said this in the review, but very clever title. After you listen to the EP, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.